All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Womb Masterclass. So I know lots of people are going to be receiving this as a replay. So I want to share that this is a living recording. Everything that we are talking about and doing in this class, you can do it as many times as you want by watching this recording. We are going to work with the womb space today. So we are going to be going on a shamanic journey into the womb. And we are going to be lighting the fire of our creative expression within our womb space. This is one of the first and most important aspects, in my opinion, in my practice, and everything I've worked with and seen to opening to the womb. We need to first light it up, even just bring life into it. So the reason that the womb is so important is because it's where our life force energy lives. Our womb is the center of literally the fact that we live. It's within our womb space is where it starts. I first became super interested in the womb space many years ago after lots of trauma and just lots of things that have happened. I don't want to go into the past because the past is in the past, right? But the womb became very clear to me as a place that I needed to connect to for healing. And I had a long history of disease, and the womb came through and said, if you want to heal your body, you need to learn how to work with me. And so it became a huge part of my mission and my studying and my personal practice to learn how to work with the womb. And then I found that the vast majority of people that I was called to work with had similar disconnect from their womb, where they felt, I need to really learn how to be in the womb. And so it has very much become a huge part of my work and my calling. And what I'm sharing today is really the most basic but powerful information about how to connect into that womb space. So well, I'm going to start by opening space before we go any further. So I invite you, if you have a candle, go ahead and grab it. If you don't, I'm lighting for us all, but if you want to light with me, please feel free to do so. And I'm just going to, Match doesn't want to start. I am just going to light a candle for us. So we have a flame. It's so funny. All right, we're asking to call in the power of the womb, calling in earth to ground us, water to cleanse and clear our fields, calling in air to bring in our higher wisdom and knowledge, and calling in fire to light the path forward and light our womb spaces up. There we go. Lighting the candle. Taking a moment with that candle, with that flame. Taking a moment just to look at it, or if you lit your own candle, to look at your own candle and its flame. And just really breathe into the power of that fire coming into your body. Beautiful. All right. Let's also call in our directions. I'm going to set up our medicine wheel. Calling in north, south, east, west, center, up and down, asking as a group, as a collective, and for yourself, for each of you as you tune in, to be anchored in your medicine wheel. Beautiful. All right. allowing that space to fully open, allowing the space of the womb to fully open. Beautiful. Okay. So before we journey, I am going to show you a map of the womb space. So let me open it. I'm going to share my screen. All right, so this is what I call the map of the womb. This is how we will be journeying in. So we start externally. We start at the clitoris spot. This is the first gate into our womb space. We start here and we move down and we start to move internally and we work into the G spot. Then as we move deeper, our next map point, our next gate is the cervix right up here at the top. We then move from the cervix. The cervix is the gateway, like the full opening into our womb space. So the cervix, from the cervix, we go truly internally, even though when we move inside the vagina, and we are going to be doing this via journey, we're not doing this physically in this class, although you're welcome to do this physically as you move, as you follow along with me. And I will give a couple of prompts of how you can if you'd like to. We're still external in the sense that we can feel, we can fully like put our fingers on our G spot or our cervix and we can feel that external, right? When we move into the womb and we move into these next spaces, we can't actually put our hands inside of our uterus. We can feel our uterus, we can palpate and feel it in our body, but we can't actually put a finger inside, right? So we're going truly into the internal mystery of the womb. We step into the front of the womb, which corresponds to our earth element, very feminine. Then we step to the right of the womb, our fire element. We step into the back of the womb, our air element. And the left of the womb is our water element. And the center is our universal womb energy. All right. So we are going to be stepping into the womb and we will be lighting the fire of our womb in this universal womb space, the center space. That's what this journey today is about. This is, again, I consider this one of the most important journeys to do with our womb space. And once you do the journey, you can do this recording as many times as you want, of course. But once we get that fire lit, you will find that you don't necessarily have to journey in the same way. You'll be able to connect into the energy of that fire and turn it on yourself anytime. All right. So here's the steps of our womb. If you do want to follow along with your hands as well, we will start when we journey in a moment by connecting into the clitoris, G-spot, cervix, and then come into the womb itself. So if you wanted to follow along with your hands, you could place a couple of fingers on clitoris, and then you could go internal to G-spot and then internal to cervix. And then you could place hands on the very lower part of your stomach to feel that uterus space and really just hold your hands there when we work within the womb, because that's going to be the easiest way to create a physical connection with that really internal space that we can't reach with our fingers. And if you are comfortable doing that, I highly recommend it. Sometimes not everyone's comfortable with that at the beginning, which is totally fine. If you've never worked with your womb before, or if this is new to you, then it can be uncomfortable. And that's very, very valid. If you do want to work like with your hands, though, it is very powerful. And it's definitely a great addition to this journey. But don't feel like you have to. All right. Sliding a little bit of cedar. I know that you can't smell everything that I have lit and going in this room, but know that the vibration is being held in this recording. Even if you can't smell it, you are receiving the energy of it just by being here. Beautiful. Okay. All right. I'm going to move our candle to the side. Beautiful. And I will be doing some light drumming to bring us into the womb space. Okay. So please go ahead and close your eyes, get yourself in a comfortable position. Go ahead and start to breathe into your body, inviting your full soul self to descend into your human body. So often we end up a little bit above our head, kind of floating, and we're inviting ourselves fully into the body. Taking a deep breath in as we ground into the body and letting it out with a sound. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your attention to your stomach, anchoring in here. And from your stomach, from this space of being anchored into the center of your body, go ahead and start to slowly bring your attention, like it's trickling like water, down into your lower stomach, down into your pubic bone, your vulva, your Mount of Venus. Maybe going ahead and just putting your hand here on your Mount of Venus and breathing in, just connecting, massaging a little bit. And then bringing your attention down into your clitoris. If you want to follow along with your hand, then bringing your fingers to your clitoris. Breathing into your clitoris, inviting it to open, inviting yourself to feel the energy here, inviting the energy to show itself. We can get so much activation just from breathing into the clitoris, and we're inviting our clitoris to open. This is the first gateway entry into our womb, and we want to go slow and invite this first entrance open. Inviting her open with your breath, with your intention, and with this space that we're in together. I'm just going to drum for a few rounds of breath while you breathe into your clitoris and invite her open, letting your clitoris know that we are getting ready to access the womb, and so inviting her open with us. from your clitoris, allowing her to be open, go ahead and bring your attention down along the rest of your vulva, through your labia, breathing into them, inviting them to open. And bringing your attention, and if you're following along with your fingers, bringing a finger to the opening of your vagina. Just breathing in to your vaginal introitus, your vaginal opening. Letting your body know that you are preparing to enter it. Whether you're using fingers or you're just using your awareness, we are still penetrating ourselves physically or energetically or both. And so asking the body permission to move through the vagina into the womb and to open, light that flame inside. Once your body gives you that go ahead and bring your awareness and maybe your fingers, if you're following along that way, to your G-spot. So the front of your vaginal wall, only a couple inches inside. There's this fleshy tissue. This is actually a erectile tissue right behind the urethra. And we're bringing our attention here to the G-spot. This is our second gate, our second entrance point into the womb, and we want to breathe into her. Now that we have come into the vagina, as we breathe into the G-spot, we're going to spend a few more breaths here. And we're going to be breathing into the vagina, inviting the G-spot to open. Inviting anything that needs to release. In today's journey, we are not necessarily looking or calling forward anything specifically traumatic or painful. Those things do live in the womb, but we are not going into those depths. We are simply just inviting the womb, inviting the vagina to open to a little more of our awareness and our connection. And so inviting the G-spot with your breath and your intention and with your mind's eye to open, and imagining that the G-spot is a flower that unfolds as you breathe into her. Inviting, unfolding, and life, juiciness to the vagina, the vaginal walls, the G-spot. We'll spend a few moments here, a few breaths doing this, and I will drum again and give you just a few rounds of breath to breathe into your G-spot and invite her open. Beautiful. Breathing into this now more open G-spot, and start to bring your attention up through your vagina to your cervix. The cervix sits at the very top of the vaginal canal. It is the opening, it is the door that connects our vagina and our uterus. It is shaped in kind of like a donut, And if you are using your hands, it feels kind of like semicircular. It's going to be right at the very top. The cervix is one of the most potent, important places in our vagina and our womb, both energetically and physically. You may notice as you bring awareness to her that you feel nothing. Often for many women, she's numb or she's painful. We're told that our cervix is not a place of pleasure. And for many, having the cervix worked on, touched, or hit, or like pressed against during sex can feel really uncomfortable. You may have really only been aware of your cervix before going to the doctor for something like a pap smear, which is very painful and uncomfortable. And everything that we have been taught about the cervix, that she doesn't have that many nerve endings, that she's not that important, that she's just hurts, this is untrue. The cervix holds the site of arguably the greatest pleasure in our body, even more so than the clitoris. There are so many thousands of nerve endings in the cervix, but often what happens is our cervix becomes dead or numb or painful. And so as we start this journey of opening the womb space, knowing that this isn't not going to happen in just one journey, but we are able to, of course, make shifts in one journey. So our intention with the cervix today is to open her just a little bit more than she is. Our cervix is also the seat of ancestral pain and trauma. I find that the cervix is pretty universally a place where we hold connections to our ancestors and to past lives. And so we really have to work with the cervix. She's so important to work with, to open and to release these old patterns we might be carrying. And I say might, but really are. Every single human, every single woman, every single being with the cervix, with the womb, is carrying energy here. So go ahead and start to breathe into your cervix, inviting her open with your intention, with your breath, with your presence. Beautiful. Inviting the cervix to open and to release. Again, we're not asking today to go into specifics of what the cervix might be holding. We're just inviting her to release what she's ready to release now with our intention, our awareness, and our breath. And believe me, so much can shift just by being aware and breathing in. We don't always have to go into all of the stories and the why. Sometimes we just really don't. We just need to be present. And so breathing into the cervix, we're going to spend a few breaths here. And again, I will drum as you breathe into your cervix and invite her to open. Another thing that's held in our cervix is safety. This is one of the major places in the female body where we have to do work to bring back in safety. So if you felt unsafe in your body or your womb, cervical work and connection really helps start to increase and cultivate safety. And so I invite you, as you breathe in to the cervix and as we spend some time here, to just tell your cervix, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. I'm here with you now. I'm here with you and you are safe. Our cervix is also directly connected to our throat. There's an energetic pathway between the two, and they are also connected physically in the body via the vagus nerve. Our cervix is where the vagus nerve ends in the female body. And so our cervix has a huge connection to our voice and opening our voice. Noticing that as you work with your cervix, you may start to notice yourself wanting to speak more, to share more, to use your voice more. Going ahead now, and we're going to bring our awareness through the cervix, imagining the cervix as a gate that we walk through, stepping into this circular space, room of our womb space. The womb space is really, truly everything. As you walk in, you may see or feel a lot, or you may see or feel nothing. And what we are going to do is walk to the center of the womb. There are directions in the womb that we can work within, but today what we really want to do is light the center of the womb, lighting the fire of our life force and creative power. Only once this is lit will it be easier in the future to go into deeper understandings, clearings of what's in the womb space. So I invite you to walk to your center of your womb, allowing your awareness, your body, your spirit to bring you to this space, knowing that you just know where it is. And seeing that in the center of the womb, there's a pyre. Wood is stacked. It's ready to be lit. You might even see matches right next to the wood, to the structure. And you can go ahead and pick up that match, light it, and light the fire in the center of your womb, allowing it to start to burn, noticing if it's big or if it's little. And what we are going to do here is take some time to sit and work with the center of the womb with this fire. Asking the fire in the womb space, what does it need? What do you need? What does your womb need to increase the power of the fire here? To make it stronger or bigger or hotter or brighter? What is missing? And I want you to listen and call in what you need. Perhaps your fire, your womb needs more self-love. Perhaps it needs strength. Perhaps it needs to be kindled by the flame of your passions. Maybe it needs to be kindled by the flame of what you wish to create, of those things that you care the most about. Maybe there's something else coming through. Noticing that you can feel and call it all in. It's right here for you. Calling in what your womb needs to light this fire and allow it to grow bigger and stronger and brighter. Calling it in and feeding this fire with whatever it needs to grow stronger and brighter. Inviting it, inviting it, inviting it. Beautiful. Inviting that fire to keep growing bigger and stronger. Placing your hands on your lower belly to invite this to ground into your body. And as this fire that you're cultivating in your womb space, this fire of your life force starts to grow bigger and stronger, invite it up into your solar plexus, the top of your stomach, below your ribs. This is where we really work with our personal power. Beautiful. Inviting it to truly warm your entire body. Inviting your life force to flow freely through your veins and your womb. Inviting this fire to stay lit. Letting it know that you will continue to feed it and work with it. Inviting the fire to illuminate your entire womb space and to clear out anything here that is ready to be cleared. Again, we're not going into specifics right now. We're just inviting clearing. Beautiful. Inviting this fire to stay lit and bright as we start to make our way out of the womb space now. Bringing your attention to the cervix, allowing yourself to pass through your cervix, through your vagina and past your G-spot, and to slowly walk out past your clitoris, bringing your awareness back up through your pubic bone and back into the center of your belly. Taking a deep breath in, feeling that fire lit within you. Feeling that activation and opening of your womb. And when you're ready, going ahead and opening your eyes and bringing yourself back. Taking your time. I'm going to give it a minute or two before I really do much more speaking to just allow you to come back into your body after this, to come back into here and now. I know it's not so much your body, we haven't left the body, but to come back into here and now. Perfect. Okay. All right, so let's talk integrating this. This is such an important, powerful womb journey. This is like the place to start. It's why we're doing this is the first journey that we're doing, because it's so important just to be connected to the womb like this. Integration is simple. Feed the fire every day. You don't have to journey all the way back in. Simply putting your hands on your uterus, your lower stomach, and calling in the energy of that flame and feeding the fire in your womb, your life force, with whatever it needs that day. Maybe it's passion, maybe it's love, maybe it's safety, maybe it's creativity, maybe it's something else, but feeding the fire in your womb every day. That's how we integrate this. It's that simple. Also, a little bit of simple body work. Hands on your lower belly and just kneading it a little bit, right where your uterus is, all the way down to your pubic bone. This is a great way just to activate and turn on the uterus, turn on the womb space, and allow that flame to really move through your body. Beautiful. And listening to your womb, starting to create a practice where you place your hands on your womb and ask her, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to head? Is this the right decision? And just listening. Our womb is our compass, and the more we can listen to her and follow what she shares with us, the more we'll see beautiful, beautiful synchronicities and lovely things happening in our life. My life has completely changed and become so magical since I started working with the womb a few years ago, really intensely. It's just living a life led by the womb is truly the most powerful thing that I can recommend to anyone ever. It's truly life-changing. And that leads me into the Shamanic Womb Alchemy course. So next week we are doing one more free masterclass where I will take you through the first rite of the 12 rites of Shamanic Womb Alchemy. These rites are designed to open you to the power of your womb space. It is about becoming the most creative aspect of the womb, becoming the womb, living as the creatrix of your life. And that energy happens when we're connected to our womb. It is so, so beautifully powerful. And rite one connects you into your womb in a really beautiful, deep way. And I'm offering this first rite for free so you can feel into the energy of it and receive it. So that's happening next Thursday. And it will be a recorded journey as well, with the option to join live, but you don't have to. The Womb Alchemy course itself starts September 19th, and we are meeting Tuesday evenings. And if you have been feeling the desire to go deeper into your womb in a really grounded, beautiful, integrated shamanic way, this course is for you. This is truly my favorite course I've ever put together. I have been working on this womb alchemy work for years, and we are going to be journeying with the womb space and the energy of the Pleiades, the seven sisters, who are divinely connected with the feminine and the womb and the creativity of the womb. And we will be working with the seven sisters in the womb, receiving the 12 womb rites that open us to the full expression of our womb. When I started working with these womb rites, my life shifted. I went through such a huge healing journey. I met the most beautiful divine partner, who also has gone through and received not all of the rites yet, but received some of these rites from me to deepen our connection, and his connection to himself. I have created just the most beautiful life and womb-centered, healed space for myself from these womb rites. And that's why I'm offering them, because the womb is truly our biggest healer. it is our life force. Everything is held in our womb. And if it's not turned on, if it's not active, then we are not able to live to our fullest extent. It's just we can't. Our womb is, when this is what the ancient, shamanic traditions and priestess lineages knew, is that our womb is the key to living the most heart-centered, soul-led life that we can. It's the two are so deeply intertwined. And shamanic womb alchemy and the apprenticeships that I teach, Akashic Womb Shamanism, these modalities are truly a revival of the ancient ways of working and healing the womb, to bring us back into that heart-centered, womb-centered, soul-led life that we need to connect back into. I mean, this is part of what we need to do as a collective, as humanity, to heal our species, heal our collective, heal our planet. I have received so many messages as I've been creating this work and offering more and more womb work, that womb work is the way forward to truly healing ourselves and the planet. And the only way we heal the planet is by healing ourselves. And we have to be more connected to our wombs, to our sexuality, because it's sacred and creative, and this is life. And to our bodies. And so the way I teach womb work is very body centric. We do journeys like today, but we also do physical body practices. And those are things that I teach more in depth in a container, so we can go deeper into them and really talk about how to work with the body in loving, beautiful, safe ways somatically. So I intended to offer a discount for womb alchemy, for shamanic womb alchemy, with this course. But what came through so clearly last night on the full moon was instead that the price is actually going to increase to this container on Sunday. So right now you can join it's a 15-week container, and it is a group container, and there's a one-on-one that is included, as well as 3 courses, like self-led courses that you will receive throughout the container, so you can do your own work between calls. So right now through Sunday you can join for a full investment of $22.22 or 5 monthly payments of $500, which is a really fantastic price for the amount of work and healing and support you will receive in this. Sunday evening, the price is rising to $33.33. So instead of offering a discount, what I am offering is, if you join by Sunday evening before the price rises, you will also receive 6 months access to the Mystery School. And in Mystery School, we are starting in September. We are doing 2 calls a month where we do a guided shamanic journey into the womb space and life force space, and we do an embodiment practice, which will include somatic work, muscle work, fascia work, really standing and tall and embodying ourselves. There's lots of different practices that will be brought in, but we're meeting twice a month for these sessions. And that is a bonus. It's not included in the womb alchemy course, unless you sign up by Sunday. If you sign up by Sunday, you'll get 6 months access to this, which honestly can only help if you really want to go deep into your healing, into your womb, and have another deep community space. This is an over $500 value to join the Mystery School for 6 months free. And so that is the gift that I'm offering if you would like to join by Sunday. So there's no discount code you need or anything, or if you join the course, I will automatically join you or add you to the Mystery School, and I'll just do that on my end and send you an email. If you do want a payment plan, you will need to reach out to me. So just send me a note. I will include the link to the full course as well. Either, on email if you're receiving this via email, on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, I will include the link to the course. You can sign up while it's still at its lower price. All right. thank you for listening to that. And for feeling into the energy of womb alchemy. This course is going to be so, so fantastic. I truly, I cannot wait to start this. So if you are feeling called into deep womb work, know that this is my specialty. I have been training and working on this for years. I have worked with many, many, many countless women on their womb at this point. And we work on healing trauma. We work on bringing in pleasure, having orgasms, sex as something pleasurable, but also we work on the womb as a creative space, the womb as our guide, the womb as truly like the deepest guide and understanding for our life and a soul-led life that we have. So this is a container that if you join, you will be so, so held in love and so held in safety. This is truly going to be magical. So I invite you to join me, and I invite you to join me by Sunday for that lower price before the price rises, and for that access to the mystery school, because that is invaluable. All right, let's go ahead and close this space. I just want to thank our elements and our directions for holding us in this beautiful, beautiful space together. We have been so held and so supported. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to ask for this space to close so that we can each go on with our days in our own sovereignty. Allowing this to close. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Just need to do a little more closing, feeling that energy. All right, beautiful. Walk forward with the light in your womb, the fire in your womb. She is here to guide you. I'm going to... The candle, which was almost completely brand new, burned out almost completely. Look at this. In our journey, I've never had one of these candles burn out so fast. Blowing out the candle. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we've done some potent work. That candle burned out fast. So to me, that is such a deep message of potency of this work. So if you're feeling called to the womb, this upcoming container is the place to be. And please join me next Thursday, either live or via the replay, to receive that first womb rite, because it is magical. Everyone I've shared with who have taken through the rite so far, the first one just knocks their socks off in the best way. So I'm really excited to share it with everyone for free. All right. Thank you for joining me. Sending you so much love and blessings for this day. Love and blessings to you. Have a wonderful day. I will see you soon.